Ayo, who is that dude? Oh girl, that's just B-Eazy. Oh boy, that's just B-Eazy. Well, who is B-Eazy? Oh, you ain't know, he been a pro, for show, all about the dough. He been running up them racks and still trying to get some more. Don't care about the fame, just trying to gain and grow. He really one of them ones, his presence so pivotal. So hell yeah, he that dude, this is unequivocal. Ayo, who is that dude? Oh girl, that's just B-Eazy. Oh boy, that's just B-Eazy. Well, who is B-Eazy? Oh, you ain't know, he been a pro, for show, all about the dough. He been running up them racks and still trying to get some more. Don't care about the fame, just trying to gain and grow. He really one of them ones, his presence so pivotal. So hell yeah, he that dude, this is unequivocal.
Yeah. Listen up. It's B-Eazy Dat Dude, the great. He ain't fake, he one of the real guys. Spitting fire every stream. You been late to the party, now it's time to realize. From Pittsburgh to around the world, yeah, the flow is elite. Every beat that he slide on turns into straight heat. Came up from the grind, selling box on a laptop, running up a bag, feel like he hit the jackpot. Got the luxury visions, ambition vivid, never bluff. Person's progress, persevere when the going gets tough. B-Eazy Dat Dude, got stripes in the game. Every rhyme, every line, they gon' remember the name. From the streets to the stage, the energy don't fade. Legend in the making, yeah, history's what he's laid. Mic in his hand, heart in the flow and soul on every beat. Dropping knowledge, power, bravado, his legacy complete. Hustle, amplified, lyrics electrified, that's the truth. B-Eazy Dat Dude, established with certified proof. Feel the bass, feel the vibe, let it ride through the crowd. All the words, every hook, man, he keeps making us proud. King of his lane, rising above every feud. All hail the one and only, B-Eazy Dat Dude. Yeah.
He always do it big, you know who it is. B-Eazy, B-Eazy, B-Eazy that dude. He on his way to the top and he ain't about to stop. You thought he would flop and didn't wanna give him props. The things you dreaming about he already did, dude. Now it's time to soak a game he about to give you. Like, share, follow, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to tune in when he goes live. Make a contribution if you feeling the content. Tap into the realness if you tired of the nonsense. I mean, no disrespect, ain't trying to sound rude, but the world already knows that B-Eazy's that dude. Ooh.
Turn your radios up. Turn your radios up. Y'all know what this is. Y'all know who this is. B-Eazy Dat Dude, an impromptu stream back with another one. This one is gonna be a banger. Most definitely gonna get some people in they feelings, so it will be a doozy. It's a late night. I don't like to keep y'all waiting. So before we get this thing started, you know, I gotta hit you.
If you know the song, sing along. Oh, yeah, you're right.
私も地元民と言っても
世代です。もう友達できたの？
Promethazine got me leaning like a cholo in the club. I'm 20 deep. I don't be riding solo. Pull some bad bitches, they vanilla and cocoa. They wanna take some photos when we kick it out in Soho. Chicks are showing tits and popping pussy for my promo. Told them like juvenile, baby, move it for me slow mo. Then I'm right back to the block, cause I keep getting moto. I be flipping, not shrinking. I don't give a fuck about no. This nigga name ain't D-Lo, but pimping these bitches and stacking this bread forever be my stilo. This is B-Eazy Dat Dude in the trap making pass smooth. If I ever go broke, then I'm about to pull a jack move. Since a nigga healthy, I don't even gotta worry. With my bitch from Fiji, eating tandoori and chicken curry. That ism is really in me. My pimp game international. I design my own clothes, so I be always looking fashionable. Here's a couple facts about me that y'all didn't know. Some of y'all be getting bread, but I be getting bigger, dawg. I got bigger guns and a whole lot of bad. And we are activated, and we've been joined already by some illustrious guests, none other than Cloudness. Cloudness, he over here repping the East Coast, NY, but I believe my bro is down south in Texas. So salute to Cloudness. He says, what's poppin', baby pie? B1 fam, salute. So this is one of the FBA, what I call a cultural enforcer, right? So we need people out there in the academia class. We need people out there in the athlete entertainment class. And we need the people in the enforcement class to stand on business for the lineage, for the legacy. So salute to Cloudness. We also been joined by Roger Meadows. So it looks like Roger Meadows found the other stream. Shout out to Nassau County. But you know what I gotta ask? Where Brooklyn at? Then we've been joined by the 504 boy, Wode, New Orleans, in the building. So y'all seen the title. Y'all seen the thumbnail. I don't really like to keep y'all waiting, so I'm going to get right into it. Let me go ahead and pull this down, and bam, we pulling this up right here. So I'm going to react to this video. And if you want to watch this video uninterrupted, you can go to the Ricardo Ignacio YouTube channel. And, oh, snap. It's funny because I always say where Brooklyn at. And then this is the first time that we actually got Brooklyn in building. So salute to Brooklyn. But much love to my East Coast family and love to Nassau County. We ain't forgot about you, Roger. But salute to Roger and salute to all of my Brooklyn brethren. It's still some FBAs in NY, even though they are, becoming a dying breed. But, salute to all my brothers and sisters, especially the stomp downs from NY. So this video is called I Don't Look Black, I Look Latino. So this is going to be a case study of the I Know Black Poppy. This is going to be a case study of people conflating and being confused with race, ethnicity, nationality, etc. So hopefully the chat is chatting. I may not be here for a long time, but it will be a strong time. Let's commence. And just so we're clear, I will have to stop the video, pause it, fast forward, rewind, etc. Give my commentary so that I make the video transformative. I don't get a copyright strike. So anyone that wants to watch the video uninterrupted, I've directed you where to watch it at. Let's get into it.
They wondering because my vibe is different. I smile too much. I'm too happy. I'm not nothing negative about me. I have too much happiness. It's hard for people to ever be mad at me. That's why I say, hold on.
So that's right where the conversation starts. This is an inextensive conversation. It's about an hour long. I'm definitely not going to get into that much of the discussion. However, if the chat is engaged with this specific segment, then I will come back and do an extended version of this. However, I just want to point out the mentality. So when people look at FBAs and say, well, why are you guys delineating when we're late to the delineation party, or what I call the delineation process, and others call the delineation movement, because there is a movement, and sometimes people conflate FBA with the delineation movement. FBA is the lineage. It's just a renaming and reframing of a lineage that's already been established. That's literally all it is, right? No different than Egypt was called Kemet, and then they say, you know what, it's not going to be Kemet anymore. Kemet translates to land of the blacks. It's not going to be that anymore. It's going to be Egypt. You know what I mean? So people are used to names changing, evolving based on various reasons, right? So the preface of this discussion is, here you have this black presenting, black phenotypical Latino, or what the modern term Afro Latino, even though they never called themselves that, right? He's going out of his way to duck, dodge, diminish blackness, and, you know, distance himself from blackness. And people like to play this game where they'll jump in and out of blackness and wear it as a coat that they can wear when it's convenient. Once they're around black people, as nigga, 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 nigga. Then once they're around others, hey, I'm not like them. I'm not like them and they're not like me. I'm Latino, even though there's no race called Latino. And he thinks that he's Latino to the core. So he believes that his race is Latino. So when you're looking at this guy at the top, does anyone think that him and AOC and J-Lo and Fat Joe are the same race? Let's get into it.
What does your happiness and your joy have to do with the way people identify you?
A lot. Because once again, like I said earlier, our image.
When people see you, you think they see a Latino or they see a black person?
No, here in America. Here in America.
Anywhere. They see a Latino or they see a black person?
They see, they wondering, because my vibe is different. I smile too much. I'm too happy. I'm not nothing negative about me. I have too much happiness. It's hard for people to ever be mad at me. That's why I say.
Hold on.
Now he's just going on this babbling. So he asked him, when people see you, do you think they see a black person or a Latino? And he's trying to say, no, they don't see a black person because I'm not like the stereotypes. I'm too happy and all this stuff. So he's internalized these stereotypes of black people. Hey, I'm not like those niggas. So he tries to pretend as if, hey, I'm just happy go lucky. He's going along to get along. And he thinks that somehow that makes people not see him as a dark-skinned dude. It don't care if they don't think that you a nigga, like a foundational black American. They have adjectives and qualifiers, which is why they call Middle Eastern people, Punjabi, Indian people, they call them sand niggas. Y'all not niggas, y'all sand niggas. You see what I'm saying? So they have qualifying terms for you. So it's like, bruh, like, is that what you're saying that you want to be? Because he thinks that they see him as different because he's smiling and happy-go-lucky. You know how many shuck and jive, step and fetch it, Sambo dudes that have been smiling at the dominant society? Just because you're nice and you're polite and you're willing to voluntarily buck break yourself, don't mean that they see you different, bro. Whether you think you a nigga or not, they see you as a nigga. If they say that's not a nigga, they say it's a sand nigga, a taco nigga, a burrito nigga, a wetback nigga, a spick nigga. These are not my terms. These are how they see you. Since you're so concerned with how they see you, let's break down how they really see you, nigga.
I'm too happy. I'm not nothing negative about me. I have too much happiness. It's hard for people to ever be mad at me. That's why I say.
Hold on. What does your happiness and your joy have to do with the?
I think that's cap, because it's only 30 seconds in and he making me mad with that answer right there. So yeah, bruh, you're not no angel, bruh.
when people see you, you think they see a Latino or they see a black person?
No, here in America. Here in America.
Anywhere. They see a Latino or they see a black person?
They see they wondering because my vibe is different. I smile too much. I'm too happy. I'm not nothing negative about me. I have too much happiness. It's hard for people to ever be mad at me. That's why I say
Hold on. What does your happiness and your joy have to do with the way people identify you?
A lot. Because once again, like I said earlier, our image, the way they see us is the way they see us on TV fighting, disrespecting people, laugh.
So when he said our image, you see how people try to tap dance in and out of blackness and tether in, on and off of blackness. He said our image. Nigga, you just said you're not black, you're Latino. You said when people see you, they identify you as black. I mean, not as black, as Latino, because you speak Spanish. You're always smiling. You're happy-go-lucky. And then he's talking about our culture. Huh? What culture you talking about, nigga? You gonna see, bruh. This is only 42 seconds in. It's gonna be hard to get through this stuff. This is some bloviating burrito babble.
I always keep God with me. I'm always just a happy-going guy.
Now this nigga talking about let go and let God. Now he talking about God, man. This is getting unsufferable already. And he said, no one gets mad at me. Stop the cap.
Not nothing negative about me. I have too much happiness. It's hard for people to ever be mad at me. That's why I say
Hold on. What does your happiness and your joy have to do with the way people identify you?
A lot. Because once again, like I said earlier, our image, the way they see us is the way they see us on TV fighting, disrespecting people, loud. So that's what I'm never like that. I always keep God with me.
He said the way they see us. Who is us though? You just said you're not black. So who is the us that you're talking about? And then he's making the dude's point because he said when they see him, they see a Latino, not a black person. But then he's saying, oh, I'm never like that. I'm always smiling and happy-go-lucky and no one gets mad at me because they usually see us on TV. But nigga, who is us? Are you talking about us Latinos, us blacks? But you just said you weren't black. So which one is it? This dude is going all over the place with his goofy logic. This brain dead burrito babble that I don't even know if he is comprehending. No entiendes. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bruh?
I'm always just a happy-going gaudy person, brother. I try my best not to fight. I used to do that when I was young.
So you don't act black, basically.
Now he says he tries his best not to fight, but I used to do that. So nigga, you grew up fighting and beating niggas up or getting beat up. And now he's judging saying, no, I'm happy-go-lucky. I smile. I'm not like those niggas. Oh, why? Because you just stopped fighting niggas? Like, come on, bruh. This shit is wild. I used to fight. Okay, so how are you anyone to judge people? You judging niggas for fighting when you was the nigga that was fighting. It's like a nigga like, didn't you used to smoke dope? Like, why are you judging fentanyl heads? Like, nigga, you were a crackhead. Like, I can see if you're trying to sponsor them and motivate them to get off drugs, but like, you were a crackhead trying to judge niggas for being fentanyl heads. This nigga was in the street fighting, and now he's whining about niggas in the street fighting.
It's hard for people to ever be mad at me. That's why I say
Hold on. What does your happiness and your joy have to do with the way people identify you?
A lot. Because once again, like I said earlier, our image, the way they see us is the way they see us on TV fighting, disrespecting people, loud. So that's what I'm never like that. I always keep God with me. I'm always just a happy-going gaudy person, brother. I try my best not to fight. I used to do that when I was young.
So you don't act black, basically.
I'm acting for you. I'm acting in the spirit supposed to come for you. This is yours. I want you to run this. I don't.
No. Right. No. But I said when.
Bro, what is this nigga talking about, bruh? I mean, are y'all picking up what he's putting down? because this dude is just all over the place. This is the epitome of babbling incoherently.
When people see you, do they see a Latino or a black person? And you said, I'm too happy. I'm smiling all the time.
Great.
I'm smiling all the time. I'm too happy. I'm in a good mood. So that means what? You're not black?
I never said that. I'm never said that.
When people look at you, do they see a black person or a Latino?
So now he's playing games. He said, I never said I wasn't black, but he never said he was black. It's like if you asking somebody, are you a virgin? I never said I was a virgin. Yeah, but you never said if you weren't. So I'm asking you, are you a virgin? I never said I was. Like, could you answer the fucking question? He's asking this dude, bro, are you black? I mean, I never said I wasn't black. But every time he's trying to tell you that you are black, you say, no, I'm not. I know black, Poppy. They see a Latino. This dude is all over the place. Now y'all see why we delineate. We finally woke up, even though we are late to the delineation process and the Great Awakening and the Renaissance. But how are we supposed to build with brain dead bozos like this?
Acting for you. I'm acting in this. The spirit supposed to come for you. This is yours. I want you to run this. I don't.
No. Right. No, yeah. But I said, when people see you, do they see a Latino or a black person? And you said, I'm too happy. I'm smiling all the time.
Great.
I'm smiling all the time. I'm too happy. I'm in a good mood. So that means what? You're not black?
I never said that. Never said that.
When people look at you, do they see a black person or a Latino?
I don't know, because nobody ever said you black. Nobody just come up to me and say I'm black.
How about this? Let's ask the chat.
So Braxton said he's a cosplayer of black is what he is. You know what another word for that? Tether. And Cloudness says this is a low IQ person. I would have to concur. Let's commence.
Let's ask my chat. Chat, when y'all see him, if you were to see him out and about, do you see a black guy or a Latino? I see a black guy.
I'm an old cat, man. I just look young. It's just the Latin blood in me, you know. I'm 58 years old, you know.
Hold on.
And salute to bruh. Bruh definitely don't look 58. I will give him that. But did y'all hear what he said? Man, it's the Latino blood in him. So you see, I know black, Poppy. The dude is asking him, are you black? Hey, well, I never said that. And the dude, he looks good for being 58. But now he's trying to say he looks this good for being 58 because of his Latino blood. But what is Latino blood, bruh? See, people like to talk about race, which is a social construct. And so is ethnicity, and so is nationality, right? So if we're adhering to all of these social constructs, there's no race called Latino. You've heard black don't crack. What is the equivalent saying for Latinos? I'm not saying Latinos aren't beautiful, handsome, don't age well. You know, I'm a humanitarian, so I appreciate the beauty in all people, right? But there's a specific saying, black don't crack. I'm sure there's one for Latinos, right? What's the equivalent saying? I just want to know for historical accuracy purposes. Let's get it. Let's rewind that back. So here you got this 58-year-old saying, look, the reason why I look so good is because of my Latino blood. What Latino blood? Most of the Latino blood that you have is European. Many Latinos are a mixture. This is why many of them call themselves mestizo, biracial, triracial. Many of them have a mixtures of various European groups, some indigenous groups, some African groups, right? This is why they say, hey, don't put me into one racial category. This is why they say, hey, I prefer the term Latino. Fine. But you know that that's not a racial category, right? You can hope and pray that it will become one, but it's not. You know what I mean?
You look young as the Latin blood? You sure it's not the black?
Nah, it's not the black blood, brother. It's the Latin blood, brother.
You
So again, what is Latin blood? Right? He doesn't even know the difference between race and ethnicity. Fine, I'm sure it is the Latin blood. What race is Latin, right? If we're going with that, then that's European. So does this dude really think that he's European? In all of these Latin American countries, they see this dude as a negrito, a nigga. But yeah, man, it's the Latin blood. They like, no, nigga. Like, why do you think they have terms like mejor la raza? They don't want their blood being this dark. Even if they say, hey, you can look this good at 58, they're saying, yeah, I don't want to look that dark. Mejor la raza, blancamiento. And here you got this goofy nigga over here like, oh, it's the Latin blood, man. I know Black Poppy. Okay, bruh.
I'm never like that. I always keep God with me. I'm always just a happy-going, godly person, brother. I try my best not to fight. I used to do that when I was young.
So you don't act black, basically.
I'm acting for you. I'm acting in the spirit supposed to come for you. This is yours. I want you to run this. I don't.
No. Right. No, yeah. But I said, when people see you, do they see a Latino or a black person? And you said, I'm too happy. I'm smiling all the time.
Wait.
I'm smiling all the time. I'm too happy. I'm in a good mood. So that means what? You're not black?
I never said that. Never said that.
When people look at you, do they see a black person or a Latino?
I don't know, because nobody ever said you black. Nobody just come up to me and say I'm black.
How about this? Let's ask the chat. Let's ask.
So now this nigga saying, well, I don't know if I'm black, because no one never went and came up to him and said, hey, buddy, hey, pal, hey, bucko, did you know that you're a black guy? Because no one ever did that to him. He doesn't know that he's black. Okay.
That's my chat. Chat, when y'all see him, if you were to see him out and about, do you see a black guy or a Latino? I see a black guy.
I'm an old cat, man. I just look young. It's just the Latin blood in me, you know. I'm 58 years old, you know.
Hold on. You look young. It's the Latin blood? You sure it's not the black?
Nah, it's not the black blood, brother. It's the Latin blood, brother.
You know what they say, black don't crack. You sure that ain't what's hitting?
It doesn't crack, but I gotta give love to everything in me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a mixture of so much stuff that I just can't give to one.
You see what he said? I'm a mixture of so much stuff, but I can't just give it to one. But you are trying to give it to one. You're trying to give it to one group, some made up group called Latino, right? So, man, I got to show love to everyone, but you're not showing love to black. And it's fine. Like, I don't want, this nigga ain't from the same lineage as me. I don't want like self-defeating and self-hating niggas like this, like to build a coalition. I wish him the best. I hope his family flourishes and thrives. But how are you going to build with niggas like this? I'm talking about from an empowerment, enrichment standpoint. You know, you can see him at a game, you know, and wave and keep it pushing, but you ain't gonna build nothing with niggas like this. This dude has an identity crisis. He's fixated on being a Latino when the world sees him as a nigga, and he shouldn't live his life based on how the world sees him, but that's all he cares about. That's why he's trying to convince himself that the world sees a Latino and he didn't even know he was black because no one ever told him he was black. It's like, bro, you don't have mirrors in your house?
You know, I don't go by the one drop black blood. You know, that's the American way.
So he said he doesn't go by the one drop rule, but he goes by the one Latino rule or the American way. But then he's claiming Latin America, right? Latin America, who has been colonized and is the lapdog of the United States of America, which is why the U.S. is always going over there, smacking up the leaders, doing coup d'etats, installing puppet leaders, which is why many have to flee over here. And they talk about U.S. imperialism, right? And he's talking about that's the American way. All of these Latin countries have been colonized and buck broken. Many of them are run by puppet leaders, and the ones who are not puppet leaders, they get them up out of there. i.e. Venezuela. They've done it right in front of your face. You saw what they've done to Maduro. This is what they've done in real time. So imagine what they were doing in the 60s, 70s, and 80s without social media, when all you had to rely on was a newspaper and you get the news 1 week or 2 months later. You know what I mean? Now you can see all this stuff in real time. And now they don't even have to hide it, because unfortunately, all people really care about is some rage bait stuff, some memes about George Floyd and BLM, the newest Netflix show, and, some issue that doesn't really affect you. That's what people are kind of inundated with, unfortunately.
A lot of stuff that you teaching is so much love, man. And I'm loving the way you teach me out there, man. I listen to your stuff and I listen to your podcast.
And we've been joined by some illustrious guests, the hardest working mod on YouTube, Vibrant Lowell, and the Big Block Rider, Big Rig Slaps, in the building. I'm over here breaking down this brain dead, buck broken burrito babbler. I don't know how much more I can take of this.
Hold on. You look young as the Latin blood? You sure it's not the black?
Nah, it's not the black blood, brother. It's the Latin blood, brother.
You know what they say, black don't crack. You sure that ain't what's hitting?
It doesn't crack, but I gotta give love to everything in me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a mixture of so much stuff that I just can't get to one. I don't go by the one drop black blood. That's the American way. A lot of stuff that you teaching is so much love, man. And I'm loving the way you teach me out there, man. I listen to your stuff and I listen to your podcast. And hey, man, you're so much intelligent, man. And you're giving a lot of jewels to a lot of people. And you waking the world up, like you're waking the Latinos up. You know what I'm saying? We have to give respect to the different cultures, especially the cultures that what we are as Latinos. You know what I'm saying? That's just the beauty in us. If you're Latino now, you the new nigga. You are the new nigga. Because African American now, they're backing up. African Americans like, man, that's not our fight. We don't care. But we just need people like yourself, Ricardo. We need people like yourself, more people. But sometimes I'm scared of you because you're almost like a Malcolm X. I'm scared of you because something can happen to you. These white folks are not playing. All the time when I'm around my...
Why is he calling his fellow Latinos niggas? And if he's not black, why are you even saying nigga, bruh? He's saying, y'all Latinos, y'all the new niggas. How? Many of them believe Mejor La Raza, as this dude broke down. They don't see themselves as no nigga. They like saying nigga. I grew up around blacks. That's why I say nigga. But when there's a time to check a box, they know they're not a nigga. They check a W, right? So this whole Latinos are the new niggas, like how? Like they're not, the whole demonizing of them, that's been going on for us. That's not even it's not even a scintilla of what we face in terms of discrimination, right? And when they talk about deportations, they're not talking about deporting all Latinos. They're talking about deporting people who came here illegally, right? And yeah, some people, they may be irresponsible the way they're doing it, but what did you think was going to happen? We already told you that this law enforcement apparatus was incompetent. We told you it was anti-black. We told you it was bigoted, and y'all said, shut up. Y'all criminals. If you do the crime, you do the time. Hey, fine. You know what? You said y'all are stupid to talk about defund the police. We want to refund the police. Fine. Refund the police, refund ICE, and just let them run amok, right? We said this was a racist nation. Y'all said stop crying, stop begging. You have a victim mindset. All right, fine. I don't want to have a victim mindset anymore. I don't want to beg. I don't want to complain. There's no white supremacy. Everything's fine. No, come out and protest. They're discriminating against Latinos. How? Why would they do that? This isn't a white supremacist nation, right? This nation isn't racist, right? 'Tis the season to hold your own nuts.
African American brothers and sisters, they always say to me, Alex, you black, just like me, Alex, you black. Stop trying to deny you not black. when that law passes and say you're going to receive your 40 acres in the new for what happened here in America to blacks. Now, when I get in that line and say, I'm just like you guys say I'm black just like you. All them niggas gonna turn around and say, you ain't like us. You ain't nothing. Oh, now I'm not like you guys. Now I'm not like you guys now.
Nigga, why are you acting confused? Hold on, bruh. This is wild. Hey, bruh. Latino, I know black papi. I gotta hit you.
You know what, nigga? You acting like a little bitch right now. You acting like a little bitch right now, nigga. Man, fuck that. I ain't letting that shit ride.
So he just said that all of his black homies, and then he keeps saying African American, right? So now this is why we had to delineate, because we really don't even know who he's talking about when he says African American. Elon Musk is African American. Zoran Mamdani is African American. Charlize Theron is African American. French Montana is African American. Idris Elba, who is a African British person who talks like Cheerio, would you like a spot of tea? He's African American. So who the fuck is this nigga even talking about? And then he's saying, basically the black people were telling him, hey, bro, you need to quit denying your blackness. Like, you are black. And he said, yeah, but what if I try to go in that line and get reparations? They gonna say, hey, nigga, you not like us. And then he's saying, oh, but I thought we was all black. Yeah. So unfortunately, people have been confused. For us, blackness has been our ethnonym, right? And our ethnic group. However, it's also considered a racial group, which is Negroid. Negro means black, i.e. Negroid, black, etc., right? But all these other groups were saying, I know black, just like this dude right here. So we were the ones saying, say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. We weren't saying, say it loud, I'm African and I'm proud, or anything. Say it loud, I'm African and American and I'm proud. We weren't saying that. Now, people weren't denigrating Africa, but we were the ones who leaned in on blackness. These other groups were saying, I'm not black, I'm Nigerian. I'm not black, I'm Haitian. I'm not black, I'm Puerto Rican. I know black, papi, I'm Latino, right? So, bruh, you are not of the foundational black American freedom and lineage. So no, you're not eligible for reparations. Reparations is for the descendants of U.S. chattel slavery, the descendants of those who were emancipated, documented as freedmen, free people of color, Negro, mulatto, octoroon, any of those classifications. If you can trace your lineage back to the 1800 census at the very bare minimum, many people can go further than that, some 1500s, etc., right? But the 1800 census is enough. If your lineage does not trace to there, then no, you're not eligible for reparations. Yes, you may still be racially black, but ethnically, you're not a foundational black American. And that's perfectly fine. When they interned Japanese people are Asian, Filipino people are Asian, Cambodian people are Asian, Chinese people are Asian. There was no line of Chinese, Cambodian, and Thai people and Korean people lined up to get a check for Japanese internment. But they're all Asian. Yeah, but the specific harm happened to a specific contingent of the Asian population. That would be Japanese. And it didn't go to all Japanese. It went to the Japanese people who were aggrieved. So when people are trying to say, hey, we all black, we're all just one global Negro. You black, I'm black. You eligible for reparations, I'm eligible for reparations. Nah, bro, you come from a different lineage, which I'm sure is a rich, beautiful culture, but don't pretend as if it's a foundational black American lineage. You're proud to be Latino, okay? So lean into your Latino heritage. Why are you trying to even get in line to get some reparations that you know you're not owed? Many of you actually come from lineage of slave owners as well. So he's pretending as if he doesn't understand the difference between race and ethnicity. But yeah, we're not all the same. We don't have the same experiences as a Jamaican, a Senegalese person, a Haitian. None of these people should be denigrated. You shouldn't be looking down on them and think that you're better than. It's just simply different. And the differences are beautiful. They should be celebrated. If I'm doing an exhibit and I have a leopard and a jaguar in a cage, and then I say, hey, come see the leopard. And you say, hold on, what other cat is that? Oh, that's a leopard. That don't really look like a leopard. Okay, you got me. It's a jaguar, right? Why am I lying and pretending that a leopard is a jaguar? Like, what purpose does that serve? They're cats. Yeah, they're in the same species and cat family, but a leopard is not a jaguar. They have different shapes, different stripe pattern. How are we going to know the difference if we're calling a leopard a jaguar, right? How am I going to know the difference of your culture, your rich Jamaican culture, if it just gets collapsed into just generic blackness? Yep, that's just black culture. No, that ain't my culture. I didn't grow up eating naan and curry goat, a goosey soup, bushmeat, fufu, jollof. Nothing wrong with that stuff. I'm sure it's delicious, right? But that's not my culture, so I don't really know anything about it. So I don't want to take credit and pretend as if it's part of my culture just because it comes from another melanated group.
Bro, like you're waking the Latinos up. You know what I'm saying? We have to give respect to the different cultures, especially the cultures that what we are as Latinos. You know what I'm saying? That's just the beauty in us. If you're Latino, now you the new nigga. You are the new nigga. Because African American now, they're backing up. African Americans like, man, that's not our fight. We don't care. But we just need people like yourself, Ricardo. We need people like yourself, more people. But sometimes I'm scared of you because you're almost like a Malcolm X. I'm scared of you because something can happen to you. These white folks are not playing. All the time when I'm around my African American brothers and sisters, they always say to me, Alex, you black, you black, you black, you black, just like me, Alex, you black. Stop trying to deny you not black. When that law passes and say you're going to receive your 40 acres and immune for what happened here in America to blacks. Now, when I get in that line and say, I'm just like you guys say I'm black, just like you.
Yeah, but this is the thing. They were saying you were black and you were saying you weren't. So, nigga, why would you get in the line? Even though they were saying you black just like me, they weren't saying, hey, you're owed the same thing. If you go over to Senegal, I'm sure they will say you're black. They ain't gonna say you black like them. They may say, hey, look, you're from a different tribe. The people that are right next to each other in African villages don't even say that they're the same. And this dude understands that. So he's pretending like, oh, man, because y'all won't let me tether on to your reparations. Then, you know, I got to claim my Latino side. Bro, the Latinos, bro, they don't even really see you as Latino, bro. They see you as a pinche mayate. Hate to break it to you, bro.
You black, you black, you black, you black, just like me, Alex, you black. Stop trying to deny you not black. When that law passes and say you're going to receive your 40 acres and immune for what happened here in America to blacks. Now, when I get in that line and say, I'm just like you guys say I'm black, just like you. All them niggas gonna turn around and say, you ain't like us. You ain't nothing. Oh, now I'm not like you guys. Now I'm not like you guys now. But all the time I'm supposed to be like you guys. If you understand what I'm saying.
Let's ask my chat. Chat, when y'all see him, if you were to see him out and about, do you see a black guy or a Latino? I see a black guy.
I gotta let my hair down. I got a long curly hair.
If it's not disrespectful, take your cap off. If it's not disrespectful.
I gotta comb my hair, man.
Go ahead.
Just like you had to get.
Yep. Go ahead. Let me fix my hair since he wants to look handsome and shit.
For years, creativity was trapped inside closed software. That's over.
So has he not met any black people with long hair or something? Like, does he think that that's something that's only exclusive to Latinos? There's no race called Latinos. Latinos are not the only one with long curly hair. Like, Like I said, like who has this nigga been around? He keep using that term African American. Like, sounds like you're around a bunch of Africans, bro. Like, who is this nigga, man?
All right, let's see. Let's see that beautiful hair. There you go. Okay, there you go. Thank you. I appreciate you. I just wanna...
This nigga look like a pimp named Slickback, bro. Nobody thinks that this nigga is Latino. Bro, if this nigga go to Argentina, bro, he will get called so many ERs. It's crazy. But this nigga thinks his name is Pedro Jesus Morales. Okay.
He wants to look handsome and shit. All right, let's see. Let's see that beautiful hair. There you go. Okay, there you go. Thank you. I appreciate you. I didn't want to like make you uncomfortable by removing your hat. Okay, so
the brain's taken out.
So when people look at this man out and about, do they see a Latino or they see a black man? Everybody says black. Everybody, literally, everyone in the comments right now in this live, every single person says black. I'm saying black.
Of course they see, but that's not what you said. What do people see? I don't know because people don't come up to me and say you black.
Well, we're finding out right now. We're finding out what people see. And these are people from...
Yeah, like Cloudness said earlier, this dude is a low IQ lunatic, bro. He's literally saying, well, I don't know what people see. What do you see? Ricardo asked him, hey, are you saying that you're not black? Well, I never said that. And you also never said that you are black. I don't really want this nigga claiming black. Keep claiming that you're Latino, bro. Like, I really don't want nothing to do with people that have this level of anti-blackness, self-hatred, and low self-esteem. Fine, you're Latino. Get it tatted across your forehead, bro. Salute to you, amigo, right? But he's saying, well, I don't know what people see. And I don't know what people see. Like, bro, no one's ever, because he said people don't come up to say you're black. They would assume that you have a IQ above room temperature and that they wouldn't have to walk up and pat you on the shoulder and say, hey, buddy, hey, pal, just to let you know, a little FYI, you're black. Did you know that, buddy? Why would someone have to tap you on the shoulder and say that? Or how about this? They tap you on the shoulder and say, hey, look, there's an invention. It's called a mirror. Here, look into this. Now, what do you see? Actually, my bad. That might not work because if you hold the mirror to him, bro, he gonna see the lightened version of Sammy Sosa. So I wouldn't recommend that. Let's commence.
Make you uncomfortable by removing your hat. Okay.
Yeah.
So
the brain's taken out.
So when people look at this man out and about, do they see a Latino or they see a black man? Everybody says black. Everybody, literally, everyone in the comments right now in this live, every single person says black. I'm saying black.
Of course they see, but that's not what you said. What do people see? I don't know because people don't come up to me and say you black.
Well, we're finding out right now. We're finding out what people see. And these are people from everywhere.
Yeah, that's fine.
These are people from everywhere, not just in the U.S. from land.
And I also want to acknowledge the contribution. Shout out to is that the Teflon Sean? I like that. That's a play on Teflon Don. I don't know if that's your real picture, but that looks like the serious brother in that picture. Teflon Sean coming through, letting his money talk for him. He says, me no black. And since Teflon Sean was the first one to kick it off, hold on. Do I have it queued up or no? Hold on.
Pull a string, Red. Pull a string. Will you pull a string? Woman, where's my money? Where's this money?
For the love of money.
Gotta make that money, man. Money, baby, still the same now. Gotta make that money, man.
Okay, and we back at it. If you like to make a contribution, you can hit your boy on the Cash App. You can leave a super chat or a super sticker. Or if you're unable or unwilling to support financially, it won't cost you a fee. The likes are free. Let's get back into it.
American countries.
I'm very. You got to see me in person, brother.
Okay, how about this? When you see me, what do you see?
I see an Indian. I don't see no Mexican.
An Indian as in what?
Indian American, Indian
person?
That got the Indian card from here in America. That got an Indian card that you live in that, what you call it, in the you got the benefits and stuff, to live in the compound.
It's not called a compound. It's called a reservation. I guess the low IQ suspicions are being answered.
Where, you know what I'm saying, you guys got your own land and everything. That's what I see until you open your mouth.
Then I open my mouth, and what do you hear now?
I see a street dude. I see a street. Hey man, I see a street dude, bro. I see a person that's just like me. I say, baby, hey man, what's the color, son?
Let me ask you a question different. I was gonna go back to the original, but now you sparked my interest. You're married.
We can't speak about that.
Oh, you have children.
Yeah.
Did you have children with a black woman, or?
They all look like me.
Black presenting.
All look like me.
Black presenting.
All look like me. If you see,
are you black presenting?
This is wild. He's asking him. He said all of his kids look like him. He said also they're black presenting. They all look like me. Are they black presenting? So this is, like I said earlier, when someone says, hey, are you a virgin? I never said that. But you also never said if you weren't. So I'm asking you again, are you a virgin? Hey, why are you assuming? I never said that. Why won't he confirm? Right? He's saying he doesn't know if he's black because he doesn't know what people think. Then the dude said, all right, let's take a poll in the chat. And everybody was like, hey, we think you're black. And he was like, yeah, but I don't know, because people never come up to me and say that I'm black. Then he said he has kids that look exactly like him. But he's saying my kids look like me. But he thinks his kids is black, but he's not.
My kids, I would say yes. Why? Because
are you black presenting?
That's a big. Are you titling me what's been?
Is that a SAT question? He asked him, is he black presenting? And this dude is asking him as if he's pretending as if he asked him something about quantum physics.
We can't speak about that.
Oh, you have children.
Yeah.
Did you have children with a black woman, or?
They all look like me.
Black presenting.
All look like me.
Black presenting.
All look like me. If you see,
are you black presenting?
My kids, I would say yes. Why? Because
are you black presenting?
That's a big. Are you titling me what's been titled here in America? No, but I'm not going to use the term black, because to me, I'm not going to allow somebody to call me something that I don't feel comfortable with. I can't do that.
Okay, so are you?
So he says he's not going to allow someone to call him something that he doesn't feel comfortable with. But he doesn't really explain why he feels uncomfortable being called black. And when he did, he said a bunch of anti-black tropes, which he tried to associate it with crime and being loud and all of this other stuff. And I'm going to revisit that here soon in a minute, right? But he feels uncomfortable being called black, identifying as black, but he feels comfortable saying that he's Latino. But the Latinos are saying, nigga, you're black. You're a pinche mayate. You're not like us. You're moreno. And as much as he's trying to ingratiate himself and say, I know black poppy, the Latinos are saying, yeah, and you're not blancamiento either.
Children.
Yeah.
Did you have children with a black woman, or?
They all look like me.
Black presenting.
All look like me.
Black presenting.
All look like me. If you see,
are you black presenting?
My kids, I would say yes. Why? Because
are you black presenting?
That's a big. Are you titling me what's been titled here in America? No, but I'm not going to use the term black because to me, I'm not going to allow somebody to call me something that I don't feel comfortable with. I can't do that.
Okay, so are you Latino presenting?
100 Latino because I was born in Latin America.
Are you Latino presenting?
Yeah, because I was born in Latin America. I just told you. I just said it to you.
I acknowledge that you are born there, but are you Latino presenting?
Yes, I was born in Latin America. What part? I'm breaking it down. You taught me this. Listen, you taught me that.
He said he's breaking it down. No, nigga, you're not breaking it down.
What? How please? Nigga, please. How?
Nigga, what?
Nigga. Nigga, please. Nigga, please. What?
What the fuck are you talking about?
And shout out, I've been joined by an illustrious guest, Sincere Saida, in building. And she says, what is Latino presenting? Now, I think he's asking this question somewhat facetiously because this dude has low self-esteem and he's denying his blackness. He said he feels uncomfortable identifying as black. But he feels comfortable saying that he's Latino because he was born in Latin America. But in Latin America, they're calling this dude nigga. Nigga. They're not saying that you're like us, but that's what he's still trying to kiss the booty and ingratiate himself with the Blancamiento ruling class because he says he doesn't want to identify with black because I'm not like the blacks who are loud, obnoxious, always fighting, etc., right? But let's get back into it.
No.
You trying to reverse it on me?
No.
You taught me Latinos. You was born in Latin America. I did my research. Now you want to play Uno on me? Reverse.
No. Look. Listen, real quick.
Yeah, I mean, let's just keep it plain. This is why all of the topics usually surround around black and white. You know what I mean? And this is why people get mad because that's kind of how it is. This country was founded on blackness and whiteness. Even if people try to bring up the natives, indigenous, who there's no race called native and there's no race called indigenous, right? So there was a mixture of indigenous. There wasn't just one continuous phenotype. But even then, them being on reservations were their own sovereign lands, which were supposed to be separate countries. At least that's how they were supposed to be governed, right? So this country has always been about black and white, right? Afrocentric, Eurocentric, right? And all of these terms are modern terms, right? Back in the ancient times or biblical times, they didn't have, the construct of race or Afro-Eurocentric things. So these are all modern constructs that people adhere to. This is why it's called a social construct, because it takes this, adherence, complicity, and conformity of society to turn it into law. And Eureka says all races come from Africa, right? And some people challenge the out of Africa theory, but, there has been evidence put forward to confirm this. Some people will deny whether they have the evidence to back it up or not. But yeah, races can come from Africa, but it doesn't always mean that you're African because races can change, right? Since it's a social construct, it's fluid, right? It can change based on different admixtures and amalgamations, right? So, one particular race can come from Africa, but it may be a Senegalese person mating with another Senegalese person. And then it can be someone from Africa who is midnight black. And then they mate with a fair skinned Eurocentric or Asiatic person, which will create like you said, a mutation. That's what it becomes, a racial mutation, amalgamation. And this is how you get the biracial, triracial people with black presenting phenotypical features with fairer skin, or, you know, someone will look just like Seth Rogen, but will be as dark as Idris Elba. You know what I mean? So yes, it's extremely complex. And that's why I'm saying this is why delineation and disaggregation is key, so that we can be able to appreciate this. I'm not the one to just put people into this box, but unfortunately, with the racial paradigm in America, you will have to choose one. You will have to kind of draw a line in the sand for an ethnic group, because the way they frame the census is to be kind of confusing and convoluted, where they combine racial groups / pseudo ethnic groups, and then people do start to believe that their ethnicity is the same as their race and their nationality is the same as their race. You ask them about their race and they say, I'm a proud Mexican, but there's no race called Mexican. And as much as you say that race is a social construct, being a Mexican is a social construct, being a Russian or a German, all of these things are social constructs by the very definition. Let's get back into it.
You in fact, are Latino by definition. That's a fact, because you're born in a Latin American country.
Right.
But are you Latino presenting?
I am presenting. What's your definition of presenting? Presenting, I'm presenting, I'm Latino.
Okay, let me explain to you what presenting means.
Go ahead. It's many forms. Go ahead.
It means that when society, just people that don't know you at all, when society looks at you, you think they identify a Latino, they see a Latino?
Soy Latino. Yo soy Latino. Soy panameño. Yo soy 100% panameño, loco. ¿Tú quieres oír qué chucha te pasa? Yo soy panameño 100%. ¿Sí? Any panameño gonna be there laughing over there. That boy panameño 100%, boy. Nah, brother.
Here's the thing about race, though.
Go ahead.
The way that you feel about the way people identify you.
No, I never said
you have no control.
No, I never had no problem with people identifying me. Nobody never come to me and identify me and say, you black? I never had that problem. Only people ever say that to me is African Americans.
That you're black?
Yeah.
So nobody else ever.
Never, because white people, most white people are already brainwashed with the black African Americans. So they may see me as that. I'm 6'1", 240 pounds. And then I come with positive. So it's like, I know what it is at my age. You get what I'm trying to say, Ricardo? It's different. It's different if I see a big 6'6" Indian guy look like you.
What the fuck is this goofy nigga talking about, bruh?
I'm not gonna walk up to him and say, man, you Mexican? Because I might get all my tooth knocked out, because he might not be Mexican. He might be something that he don't want to be. He's tired of people calling him Mexican or whatever. So no, I'm not gonna say nothing to this man until I'm gonna ask him, what nationality are you? That's what I will ask him. I'm not gonna say, are you black or brown? Because I'm very educated, because I know in all different parts of the world is used different.
This nigga just said he's educated and he didn't even know that natives or Indians is who he was calling them lived on reservations. He called the reservations compounds. Okay, maybe he was using it as a euphemism, but does he even know how to spell euphemism? Does he even know the definition of euphemism? He doesn't even know the definition or the distinction between race, ethnicity, and nationality. And here he is talking about how smart he is. The dude clearly asked him, hey, do you think you're black? Hey, well, I never knew I was black, because no white people ever came up to him and told him he was black. So you need Becky, Molly, and Jill to come up to tell you and say, hey, buddy, did you know that you're black? You're not white like me. What the fuck is this dude talking about, bruh? This is getting a little bit insufferable. I was trying to get to the 15-minute mark. I'm at 10-minute mark already. I don't know if I'm gonna last 5 more minutes of this. I might just have to transition sooner. rather than later. But let me rewind it back. And I was trying to let him go, but right now this is some brain dead, bloviating burrito babble.
Different. It's different if I see a big 6'6" Indian guy look like you. I'm not gonna walk up to him and say, "Man, you Mexican?" Because I might get all my tooth knocked out because he might not be Mexican. He might be something that he don't want to be. He's tired of people calling him Mexican or whatever. So no, I'm not gonna say nothing to this man until I'm gonna ask him, "What nationality are you?" That's what I will ask him. I'm not gonna say, "Are you black or brown?"
This nigga's all over the place. Now he's talking about nationality, but notice he never said what his nationality was. He said that he's Latino presenting. He didn't say that he was Mexican presenting, Venezuelan presenting. Where is this nigga from? You don't know because he keeps talking about how Latino he is. There's no country called Latino. Point me on the map where there's a country that's called Latino. So why is he talking about nationality when he's not even claiming a nationality? And many of these people that love to fly the flags and think that they have this superior Latino culture, guess where they're usually practicing it from? You would guess it. The United States of America. Bruh, if you love your homeland so much, nigga, why are you here, bruh?
So it's like, I know what it is at my age. I know what it is at my age. You get what I'm trying to say, Ricardo? It's different. It's different if I see a big 6'6" Indian guy look like you. I'm not gonna walk up to him and say, "Man, you Mexican?" Because I might get all my tooth knocked out because he might not be Mexican. He might be something that he don't want to be. He's tired of people calling him Mexican or whatever. So no, I'm not gonna say nothing to this man until I'm gonna ask him, "What nationality are you?" That's what I will ask him. I'm not gonna say, "Are you black or brown?" Because I'm very educated, because I know in all different parts of the world it's used different. It's used different.
Well, how about this? When I see you,
you see, because you've been brainwashed. I know what you're gonna say. You've been brainwashed by whiteys. When I see you, I see black. Yo panameño, loco. When I go home, you can't change a monkey to be, "Hey, you here with the dogs." But the monkey said, "I'm a monkey." But here, you are a dog because you're here just like there.
And shout out to Eureka, because this is the first time I've seen Eureka over here. Eureka came in hot with the super sticker. Salute to Eureka, and also salute to the Teflon Sean. Teflon Sean, I appreciate you, bro. You coming through. I gotta hit you.
Thank 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 you.
And like Eureka says, it is shameful for him to act like that because, like he said, he was around. He said most of his friends are Black American, or what he would call African American, right? And they were saying, "Hey, bro, you like us, man, you black," and he's still distancing himself. And this is what I would tell people, right? Stop trying to force and project blackness onto people. Foundational Black American freedmen, we are the gatekeepers. We are the purveyors, the promulgators, the standard, the gold standard at that, the real McCoy when it comes to blackness. It doesn't mean that no one else could claim blackness or be a part of the Negroid race, right? Because it's a social construct is what people would say, right? But we were the ones upholding it. We were the ones talking about Black power and Black excellence and say it loud, "I'm Black and I'm proud." When many of these other groups were saying, "Why y'all call yourselves Black? Black is just a color. There's no country called Black." Okay, fine. There's no gun to your head forcing you to call yourselves Black, right? But just because Black means something negative and dark and sinister to you doesn't mean that that's what it means to me, right? Same way the term woke, right? The origins of the term woke is powerful, right? For you to stay woke, to stay alert, to be enlightened. What's the opposite of being woke? Being sleep. Sleep is a euphemism for you being a sheep and having your head in the sand. So if it's about you being sleep or being woke, you will want to be woke. But now they've changed and made woke into some sort of thing that refers to trans bathrooms, trans people competing in sports, and drag book show readings. Things that have nothing to do with woke. Now you can choose to adopt that definition, the modern, new, corrupted definition, or you can stick to the principled original definition, right? And that's what I'll do with blackness, right? I can look at it as a dead title to be discarded and dismissed, or I can use it as an empowering, enrichment, and enfranchised term. And that's what we're about. We lean into blackness and we don't try to beg people. Now, some of us do because we like to be all inclusive. We're loving people and we try to say, hey, this is the land of the one drop rule. Whether you want to be black or not, you're going to be seen as a nigga. So won't you just, come team up with the niggas? But unfortunately, many people, since they hate themselves and they hate proximity to anything that's perceived as some niggatry, right? They'll distance themselves because they believe it will get them a closer seat to kiss white mommies and daddy's butt. That's really all it is, right? You get closer to whiteness, people feel that they have a better chance of succeeding and getting upward mobility. But at the expense of what? Selling your soul, selling a community out, right? How could you really look at yourself in the mirror and then say that you're masculine or say that you're standing on business when you won't even stand up for your community? And these other groups see that as well. They see that you're a docile, buck broken, subservient Sambo. So while they will use you as a tool, they know that, you don't really mean business. You're not serious enough to fight for your community. So they know that you won't really fight for them. They know that you'll fight for closer proximity to butt kiss, but they still don't trust you. So now you're kissing the butt of someone who doesn't trust you, and you backstabbed and betrayed the only people who did believe in you. So then now you're just in kind of a no man's land. And this is why raccooning, buffooning is at an all-time high. Let's get back into it.
I'm a monkey. When I go to my monkeys, I'm a monkey.
But no, you are a dog. Come on, man. You get where I'm going with it, though.
Well, this is the thing. Some of the natives do look Mexican, and some of the Mexicans look native because some of them actually do have indigenous ancestry. And like this brother Ricardo Ignacio talks about, even the ones that have African or some sort of Negroid ancestry, they deny it because they want to get closer to the European ancestry. So Ricardo Ignacio, he often talks about Mexicans specifically because he's Mexican. He talks about how they have anti-blackness and anti-indigeneity. Many of them who do have indigenous roots, they try to dismiss and discard those in favor of their alleged or perceived Spaniard European roots. Because for many of them, it's all about blancamiento, mejoró la raza. This is not me saying it. These are what the Mexicans are saying. And it's been well documented, and I've covered it on this show before. And, it just is what it is. You can see it in real time. Look at Telemundo, look at Univision, right? It's not a bunch of dark-skinned Afro-Mexicans on there. They do exist, though.
I get where you're going, but
here in America, that's the reason. The reason you're speaking, because we're here in America. Because we are here in America.
Sir,
come on, Ricardo.
I'm from Mexico. I was born there. In Mexico, it's the same thing. If you go to Mexico, they see a negro. They don't see a Latino.
Oh, no. In Panama, I wouldn't know what I'll be you Panamanian, but I would not know what you are till you open your mouth.
No matter where.
Hey, shout out to Eureka. Eureka knows his stuff. If the black man and black woman were the first people of the earth, that would mean you are the mother and father of creation of races, and you hate your mother and father with no respect for life. All races with genetic mutations, it almost feels like a type of mutation is a type of deviation, right? Yeah, it's kind of like how, let's just say, and I know some people get offended, so I'm not calling people dogs or anything like that. I'm just using an analogy, right? If you have a pit bull, they have various forms of pit bulls. They got like pit bull terriers, bully pits, all deviations of pit bulls, all pit bulls, but extremely distinct. If you try to say one is the other, if I ask for a pit bull, a bully pit, and you give me a pit bull terrier, people going to be pissed off. You know what I mean? And you say, hey, but it's a pit bull. No, it's a deviation of what I asked for. And I'm not making the case that one is better, more exotic, or anything. I'm just saying that it's a distinction. And with all the information that we have, all of the brain power and capacity that we have enough intellect and acumen to process the differences as well, right? We don't need to pretend that an alligator and a crocodile are the same because they look the same. You have enough capacity to say, oh, look, there's similarities between an alligator and a crocodile, but they're not the same. An orange looks like a grapefruit. You know, an orange is not a grapefruit.
Where you go in Latin America, no one will ever see a Latino. They'll see a negro though.
It depends on what you wear. Is what you wear.
No. In your case, there's nothing that you can wear. The first thing that they'll identify is a negro. Period.
You know why are you saying that?
Why?
Because the way my grammar is, the way I'm
without
talking.
You even saying anything at all, you could be completely silent and they'll identify a black man. Bro. Everyone.
Bro, listen. Here in America,
let me at least finish.
No, I'm agreeing with you.
Let me at least finish. Yeah. The first thing they'll identify before you speak is a black person. Now, if you went out of your way to educate those people and say, I'm from Latin America, technically I'm Latino, then you'll help them identify you how you want to be identified. But at first sight, you're black.
Okay, let me ask you this question. My kids, I would say yes. Why?
Because are you black presenting?
Because they're African American.
Are you?
They would get that 40 acres in the mule.
Your kids are African American?
Yes.
How?
Their mama. So they have the blood in them. So now you talk about me, you point an arrow at this Latino over here.
Here's the problem. Respect.
This shit don't even make no sense, right? He was acting like he was a biblical Bible thumper, right? He's all about God. God, isn't it about the father seed? You are what your father is. He's saying that he's Latino, but he's saying that his kids are African American because their mom is African American. But I thought, black, Poppy. So wouldn't your kids be Latino because their daddy is Latino? So he's leaning towards what, some type of matriarchal nuclear family? Like I said, this dude is all over the place, but he said he's smart and he really thinks that he does have a high IQ. So he's saying that his kids are African American, but I know black, Poppy. He says that his kids are black presenting, but he's Latino presenting. Okay, you can't make this shit up, bro.
Bro, listen. Here in America,
let me at least finish.
No, I'm agreeing with you.
Let me at least finish. Yeah. The first thing they'll identify before you speak is a black person. Now, if you went out of your way to educate those people and say, I'm from Latin America, technically I'm Latino, then you'll help them identify you how you want to be identified. But at first sight, you're black.
Okay, let me ask you this question. My kids, I would say yes. Why?
Because are you black presenting?
Because they're African American.
Are you?
They would get that 40 acres in the mule.
Your kids are African American?
Yes.
How?
Their mama. So they have the blood in them. So now you talk about me, you point an arrow at this Latino over here.
Here's the problem. Respectfully. Here's the problem. You want race to be tied to your nationality and to your culture and to your ethnic backgrounds. And that's not the way race works. You think that race is where your parents were born, who they are ethnically.
No. You throw me in the bus with other people, your other people. No, not.
Okay, what's race? What's race then? Define it.
I am not afraid. I was born to do this.
To me, I will put the race to anybody that speak Spanish for me. Speak Spanish, and they are born in that continent, the same area where I'm from. That's my race.
That's right? Not what race is.
But race for you is the color. You go on the color.
No, not for me.
No, that's what you're saying. That's what society.
That's the definition of race. The actual definition of race. What is it?
Color. You saying color.
Yeah, shout out to Soup for All. I think this is the first time I've seen you over here, but salute to you. We are no longer African American, and we were against being called African American since it was invented by Jesse Jackson in 1988. Now, I can't confirm that it was Jesse Jackson who invented it, because he did have the establishment. Like I said, there were a bunch of white Jewish people, the DNC, many of the brain dead, buck broken Boule, they all came together. So there was a bit of a coterie that came together with the term, and they used him as the mascot because he did have grassroots respect in some form of adulation. So they said, you know what? Jesse Jackson is going to be the mascot for pushing forward African American. Because if it wasn't Jesse Jackson, they would have found some other dude to do it. So I don't think it all should be pushed on him. Yes, he did push it. I'm not saying that he didn't. I'm saying he wasn't the only one, right? Because no one thinks that one man, or some people do think it, right? But it's just implausible to think that Jesse Jackson had this power to create. Okay, he had no power to do anything, but he had the one thing that he could do is get us to be called African American. No, this was the establishment coming together and say, we gonna call those niggas African American, and we're gonna use Jesse Jackson as the tool to push it forward through. So I'm not trying to absolve him of that, right? Because he did go along with ethnically and culturally erasing us. But prior to him doing that, he did do some good things, which is why they used that and they co-opted him. Look, he has a pulse. He has grassroots support and reverence. So we're going to use that, pretty much psychologically buck break him and use him to our advantage, right? And the only reason why they want to call you African American is to make you comparable to immigrants, an Irish American, an Italian American, a Chinese American, people who came here voluntarily. So by you calling yourself African American, that's what it was about. They framed it as that it was a way for you to have some sort of cultural identity, but your identity is American, right? Them trying to say add the African is trying to strip you of your American sovereignty so that you're looking to a distant land in Africa. You want to go build Wakanda. Why the fuck would I go build Wakanda? I'm not from Africa. No, it's your motherland. So they've convinced you that that's your motherland and that your motherland is not here, right? My ancestors were fighting, bleeding, and dying here. They fought in every war here. They didn't fight with the Zulu tribe. They didn't fight in any wars in Africa. Many of the people that immigrate here from Africa, they don't have any ancestry that have any history of fighting anyone or anything. Even the people that try to bring up the Haitian Revolution and they try to say, hey, y'all was inspired by that. Hey, salute to the Haitian Revolution, right? Don't take my word for it. Look it up. There were 200 plus revolutions here prior to the Haitian Revolution. And people barely have information now. We live in the information age where people can get information in seconds and people still don't have the information. But suddenly people think that people knew all about the revolutions and the revolts that were going on. How the hell would someone know? If Haiti was busy fighting for their life, how were they able to what? Did they send a pigeon over here that went to a plantation? It's like, come on now. Like a lot of the things that you were taught, we have to just come to grips that you were lied to. People didn't realize that Christopher Columbus didn't discover America until some people were in their 40s or 50s. Instead of embracing that it was a lie and it's implausible, people kind of hold on to the lie just like it's nostalgia, right? If I come to your house right now, kick in the door, sexually assault your wife and your daughter, and say, hey, this is my house now, I discovered it. How would that be any different than Christopher Columbus? Would I get a holiday? Would I get commemorated and celebrated too? Because that's what we're celebrating. All of these Confederate traitors, that's what we're celebrating. All of these, Thomas Jefferson, right? Wasn't he a president? Wasn't he also a pedo as well? But we have to celebrate him. He was a great man who probably did some great things, and he did some disgusting things as well. Could we talk about that as well? Since this is a nation of laws in the information age. So, but yeah, so the whole African American term, I wouldn't only lay that at the feet of Jesse Jackson. You have to blame all parties involved. So that was many in the Jewish community, many in the DNC, and the Buck Broken Boule. So it would be like the modern day Al Sharptons, Roland Martins, Angela Rye's, those type of people. Let's get back into it.
No, I never even, the word color never came out of my mouth.
Yeah, you keep saying black. You say I'm black.
I'm not saying you're black because of your complexion. You and I are pretty much the same complexion.
But no, that's what you're saying though. You just
I never even mentioned your complexion when I said, are you black presenting? I'm talking about the way you present to be phenotypically.
I could get very white. I could get very Latino. I could blend in. But color is what you're saying. My color.
I just said.
Did y'all hear what this dude just said?
What the fuck are you talking about?
What did you say, nigga?
So he said, I can get white. Huh? Nigga, how could you get white? Let's rewind that back. What is this goofy nigga talking about?
I'm not saying you're black because of your complexion. You and I are pretty much the same complexion.
But no, that's what you're saying though. You just
I never even mentioned your complexion when I said, are you black presenting? I'm talking about the way you present to be phenotypically.
I could get very white. I could get very Latino. I could blend in. But color.
I can get very white. I can get very Latino. I can blend in.
Right.
Huh? Blend in where? Blend in with who?
Is what you're saying. My color.
I just said your color is irrelevant because you and I are the same complexion.
No, but you would use it because listen, we got the same color, but we don't have the same bones. We don't have the same. I got a wide nose, brother. Look at my nose, brother.
That's it. You getting it. That is what is called a phenotype. That's your phenotype. That is race.
So many white women love black men. So many Hispanic white Hispanic like yourself love black women. They having mixed babies. People that look like me. I'm sorry to say, everybody want a baby to look like me. Beautiful curly head. Nigga, don't get mad. Look at this nigga get mad.
No, I'm not getting mad. I'm just listening.
I'm fucking with you, God.
I'm just listening.
I hate. Listen, man. This one.
Yeah, Eureka, I'm only about to play a couple more minutes and then I'm a pivot because now this is the literal definition of babbling incoherently. He's saying, all the white women, where the white women at? They want a mixed Latino baby. Okay, bruh. If you want to chase some snow bunny cooch, just say that, bruh. Like,
This one girl came to me one time. She said to me, she said, Alex, why so many black guys love light-skinned girls? I said, it's not that. It's not a love. It's just a preference. It's for everybody. Then I had to think to myself. I said, listen, it's like salt and pepper. We all love salt and pepper. But it's something about the salt and pepper when you spice it together and you make food. And that's what's special. And that's what's special about the light-skinned people. They can black, but a Chinese, and you get that exotic, and that's the food. And that's how the food is when we spice it, the salt and pepper, the salt and pepper, the salt and pepper. And it's just beautiful. And that's how it is. Just like maybe, I don't know if you married to I think one time I heard you say you black, your girlfriend is black and you like, and when y'all have a baby, y'all gonna have a little pretty little baby that look like me and shit with curly hair, and you know, if you're gonna be smiling. Oh yeah, you smiling now, right now, because you know what I'm saying. Yeah, but that's just the spice of it, and that's the beauty of it. You know what I'm saying? That's just this, and that's why I can understand why some Dominicans would be saying I'm not black.
yeah, we were the only ones called colored people. All those other groups were saying, I know black. I don't want to be labeled as colored because colored is associated with being black. And he says, we have decided who we are and not some other culture. Yes, that's called intellectual and cultural sovereignty. We are foundational Black Americans. If you want to go around calling yourself African American, Sulan, whatever you want, I prefer the term foundational Black American freedmen. I say it all together, right? And that's okay. And I'm not saying it just because I like the way it sounds. I'm saying it because that's my lineage, right? I don't identify with the term African American. I never did. Like, in my family, we weren't going around calling ourselves African American. Now, I know there was a period in the 90s where people were overly Africanizing themselves, wearing dashikis, and there were some dope African medallions, but you won't ever find me in any of that stuff. Salute to that stuff, right? The cross colors and all the stuff. But I never was wearing dashikis and stuff. There were people doing that, but people were doing that to kind of pay homage. They didn't literally think that they were a continental African. They were just trying to show love and pay homage to Africa while still recognizing that they were American. And like Eureka said, many people were seeing themselves as Africans in America. But for me, I'm an American who has some African ancestry, some indigenous, and some European ancestry. Rather than saying that, once I say that I'm a foundational Black American, that sums everything else what I just said. It makes everything more precise and concise, which is why some people get mad because they can't tether onto it. A term like African American is a inclusive, a very nebulous and broad term, which is why someone like the New York mayor, Zohran Mamdani, checked that he was African American on some of his college applications, right? Are me and Zohran Mamdani the same race?
I'm mixed. I'm this. I got this in my blood. I got that in my blood. But we trying to push on them. You black, you black, you black, you black. But like, once again, like I said.
So now he's trying to say, well, people trying to push blackness on them. And I know, Black Poppy, many people aren't trying to push blackness on them. They're just trying to tell you like, hey, look, you're in America. However you want to operate in these other countries, fine. But how you operate in America, this is the land of the one drop rule. You don't have to like it. But then why are you here? You already know what America's about. I'm not saying that it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I don't agree with the one drop rule, but people come over here and adhere to it, and they try to play both sides. When I say, no, I don't accept the one drop rule and Kamala Harris ain't black, you can't gatekeep blackness. She has one drop, so Kamala Harris is black. You see what I'm saying? If I say, no, I don't believe in the one drop rule, Obama isn't black. He's a biracial Kenyan, right? No. You have to say that he's black, right? And people play these games. So then we say, okay, fine. The one drop rule. Dude, you're black. Oh no, I know Black Poppy, right? And then they pretend as if they're being forced. When you go in to check a box, right, there's no boogeyman lurking behind you. There's no hitman with a gun aimed at your head saying, if you don't check the black African American box, we're going to dome tap you. No one is doing that. So he's over here pretending that, oh, people are just forcing blackness on you. No, they're trying to inform you that how other people see you. And he said that, hey, no other group has ever told him that he's black. So he doesn't really know what he is. He just thinks he's Latino. But then he's over here going back and forth saying that the black people told he was black. He doesn't know what so he's saying the black people told him he was black, but no white people told him he was black. You have a mirror in your house, don't you? So this dude is just all over the place. So I'm gonna just play a couple more minutes and then I'm gonna just transition because getting a little queasy listening to this brain dead babble.
And you know, if you're gonna be smiling. Oh yeah, you smiling now, right now, because you know what I'm saying. Yeah, but that's just the spice of it, and that's the beauty of it. You know what I'm saying? That's just this, and that's why I can understand why some Dominicans will be saying, "I'm not black, I'm mixed, I'm this, I got this in my blood, I got that in my blood." But we trying to push on them. You black, you black, you black, you black. But like once again, like I said, when you're speaking, okay, you black, they're not educated. They haven't been in this country long enough to understand when somebody saying you black, to them it's scary. So now if you saying I'm black just like you, what's gonna happen when we get that 40 acres in the mule? I'm black just like you say I'm black just like you. Let me get in this line. No, you ain't like cuz you ain't black. You ain't black. No, but my color I supposed.
And salute to J. Paul says, taught years ago to honor the country I live in, call myself my race, but of the country. Example, born in America with parents of Mexican heritage, that's Mexican American. Simple. Hey, salute to J. Paul. This is simple. And this is all people are trying to say. Delineate and disaggregate so that we have specific data, right? So that we can really help and so that we can really enjoy the beauty of the differences, right? If you're from Senegal, don't try to call yourself African American or say, oh, I'm black. Okay, you may be racially black, but you're Senegalese American, right? I don't want to assume that a Senegalese American has the same issues, the same cultural practices and norms as someone from Sudan or someone from Jamaica based on your skin pigment. So if you're a Jamaican American, you have a different flag, a different culture and norms. And I want to be able to know that. I don't want to collapse it and say, hey, you're no different than a Nigerian, because no one does that with Asians, right? If I'm looking at samurai culture and say, hey, I don't need to talk about samurai culture as being specific to Japanese people. Filipinos are Asian, so I can give samurai culture credit to Filipinos, right? They're both Asian. Nah, that would be disrespectful. It's the same way with hip hop. We created hip hop here, foundational Black Americans. So we can't try to pretend that because Nigerians are racially black, that somehow Nigerians helped create hip hop. They didn't, right? Just as well as Filipinos didn't create samurai culture. Yes, Filipinos are Asian people, but they're not responsible for an Asian accomplishment of samurai and ninja culture. That would be Japanese people. And it's okay to be specific about that, right? If you look at Mexican, and many of their culture came from formerly enslaved Africans as well, i.e. horchata, right? When you think of horchata, you don't think of Venezuelans, right? But Venezuelans are considered Latino as well. But many of these cultural practices, foods, norms, customs, colloquial sayings, and things, it's disrespectful to just kind of just blanket use these blanket terms to culturally and ethnically erase people's accomplishments and achievements. I love Mexican people, right? So I want to be able to appreciate and enjoy Mexican culture while not collapsing it with Brazilian culture, because then it gets convoluted. What was I celebrating? Was that a fusion of Mexican and Brazilian culture? Was that only Mexican culture? Was it only Brazilian culture? So it's okay. It's not an issue to delineate and disaggregate data, right? It's actually the most honorable thing to do. And Teflon Sean is coming in hot again. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, bro. So I gotta hit you with this one. If y'all want to follow in the steps of the Teflon Sean, money speaks.
About time you gave me my money. I need cash. Please send that money. Please send that money.
Contribution, you can hit me on the super chat, super sticker, or the Cash App. But if you're unable or unwilling to contribute financially, it won't cost you a fee. The likes are free.
Get this. No. You're not American. No. Get your ass out of here. No. You speak Espanol. You're not like us. You're not black. You're not. And see, that's why we have to be careful as Latinos. We have to be careful. The only thing for us, what I do all the time, I just protect. In Panama, a black man, we would consider chombo, somebody that comes from, we would say, Jamaica, Africa. That's something different because they dark skin. So we call chombos. It's different. And it's not bad thing. It's just the way we label them. Is, say, hey, he's dark skinned. He can't be from here because we don't make dark skinned people here back then. Now they do. Now it's because when the Panama Canal.
This dude doesn't even realize how anti-black that he sounds. Now this is about 20 minutes in, and this video is about an hour long. It seems like the chat is chatting. So if y'all want me to, I will come back and revisit this one. But right now, I am going to transition into another story, and then I will get ready to shut her down. So while I pull up this video, I'm going to hit y'all with a quick like intermission so I can pull up the video, enjoy the visuals, and hit the like button, and I will be right back.
That was nasty, bro, like a nasty. Oh, I got a nasty flow. My baddie, though, is a classy bro. I manage her and she escort. International exports. I got hardware, my tech support. Really about that business, cause I'm that dude, but you just adore. Used to be on that block, equipped with a Glock. I sold all kind of dope. 10 toes down on the pavement. I send that bitch like an envelope. Enclosed with a love letter. I love cheddar, so I grind hard. I be putting that work in, but I ain't punching no time card. When it comes to being a boss, nigga, I am the epitome. You keep hating, belly aching, but it takes more to get rid of me. I am full of energy, but I ain't feeling jittery. I'm just grinding, shining like a diamond, looking glittery. Literally,
Okay, and we are back at it. So this last video I will be reacting to is from a content creator named Bruce M.F. Vane. Now, I think that he specializes in boxing content, but he is a foundational Black American, if I'm not mistaken. So he has been evolving his content into talk about more cultural, communal issues, as well as trending topics. So this video is titled "All Black Content Creators and Black Fighters Sell Out the Weakest Group of Black Men on the Planet." So this dude really doesn't pull punches. He usually, let's just say, is really colorful with his language, but some of it is necessary, and I would concur. And this is why I'm talking about the raccoon problem is something we have to deal with. There is a raccoon epidemic going on. And since unfortunately we have been disenfranchised for decade after decade, people know that their quickest way to get a substantial bag is to sell out the black community, to buck break yourself, to voluntarily pull down your pants, bend over, spread cheeks, and say, no, massa, don't use any lube. Please buck break me. That's what most of these content creators do. That's what most of these celebrities do. And that's what most of these fighters do. And it's extremely pathetic because especially these fighters, they're in the ring, top tier elite athletes, gladiators of the sport, but they still bow down and kowtow to people that we would call pipsqueaks, twerps, and dweebs. And when I talk like this, they can't refute anything that I say. They can't challenge me intellectually. So then niggas want to fight, but you don't want to fight the bigot. You don't want to fight the racist. You don't want to fight the system, but you will want to fight a nigga for telling the truth. Well, fine. You know what? You want to fight me? Guess what? I fear for my life and bodily harm. So nigga, if you come up and try to fight me, you gonna meet your maker. It's either me or you, and it ain't gonna be me. Remember, I fear for my life, right? So niggas want to act tough. Okay, fine. You're the toughest nigga on the planet, right? You the toughest, thuggest nigga ever known to man, which is why I fear for my life. And which is why in a hypothetical situation, if you run up on me and you get dome tapped, it is what it is. Unfortunately, that's where we've come in this toxic climate, right? Where people are willing to fight and try to stand up to people who are calling them out on their BS versus people who are perpetuating blatant bigotry right in their face. So that's the preface of the video. Let's get right into it.
Well, I always told you that boxing is a trash can banging ass sport, bro. And even though this is not serious boxing or whatever and whatnot, we got to take a look at this and we have to recalibrate everything that we doing over here because believe it or not, stuff has changed. Let's go ahead and check it out.
The Gypsy Crusader is a white supremacist, but I don't like niggas either.
At least we can agree on something.
No. I actually hate niggas more than you.
You do, you really?
Yeah, because I had a gun pulled out on me 3 times.
Oh man, I get a death.
So here, this dude up here, this is some fake rapper dude. I think his name is Super Hot Fire, right? So this is with Aiden Ross, who is an anti-black Jewish bigot, a white anti-black Jewish bigot, who is a yo white dude who act like he's down with the brothers, right? And he pays black dudes, but to do a lot of minstrel activities, right? So here you got this musty, crusty, dusty nigga over here who the black community supported. Nobody would be caring about this dweeb. Look at his hairline. Look, the nigga looks crusty and dusty, right? But still, we were like, okay, he's one of our brothers. And still, listen to the goofy shit that he says. I'm going to rewind it back and play. So he's over here praising the white supremacists and saying, I know you hate niggas, but I hate niggas more than you. But who are the niggas he's talking about? He's calling all black people niggas, right? But he has no derogatory epithet for white people. So this already lets you know the kind of brain dead, buck broken beta buffoon that we're dealing with. So let's rewind that back.
But I don't like niggas either.
Stuff has changed. Let's go ahead and check it out.
The Gypsy Crusader is a white supremacist, but I don't like niggas either.
At least we can agree on something.
No. I actually hate niggas more than you.
You do, you really?
Yeah, because I had a gun.
So this right here, this is supposed to be the promotions for the fight, right? He's supposed to be boxing a white supremacist. So why is he talking about his hatred for niggas though? When, okay, fine. Are you trying to have a heartfelt moment with a white supremacist? Now he's going to try to go on a harangue about how much he hates niggas, but you're not fighting niggas. You're fighting a white supremacist. So what is his point of bringing this up? See, this is what happens when you're dealing with moist, fragile, buck broken, effeminate Negroes, right? Because even if he hates niggas, fine. What are you doing about it? You hate niggas, but you're whining to a white dude about how much you hate niggas. You're whining to a white dude who hates niggas about how much you as a black dude hate niggas. Like, do you see how moist and maniacal you look? Not only maniacal, but moronic as well. And then here he's trying to say, not only do I hate niggas, let me explain to you why I hate niggas. Okay, fine. Nigga, we hate you too. So peep this. He says he hate niggas, so maybe those niggas sense that hate, and that's why they marked your hoe ass out. They treated you like a little bitch because they sensed the bitch. They smelled the punani on you. So you got treated like what you are. What's the issue again? You hate niggas, right? Okay, fine. So the niggas that you hated, they got up with you. Why are you whining again, nigga?
No. I actually hate niggas more than you.
You do, you really?
Yeah, because I had a gun pulled out on me 3 times.
Oh man, I get a death threat every day with one of you guys.
But guess all 3 people who did it.
Who?
Niggas.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, there's a lot of violence.
I live in LA.
community.
So if you look at the foundational Black American population, it's millions and millions of people. And out of those millions, he has a gun pulled on him 3 times. And because of the 3 times the gun pulled on him was niggas, as he calls it, that's why he hates niggas. So he's been around he's been around more than 3 black people who didn't pull a gun on him. He's been around more than 3 black people that supported him, that put a battery in his back, that were cheering him on. Instead of fixating on the hundreds, if not thousands of black people who supported him, he's fixated on the 3 people who pulled a gun out on him. Nigga, if you're talking and acting like this, like a moist, effeminate maniac, then I see why they pulled a gun out on you. To mark your hoe ass out. Look, hey, it's a cutthroat game. It's a concrete jungle. I'm not advocating for violence or bullying, but it just kind of is what it is, my nigga. Hold your own nuts. It ain't my fault that you got marked out like a little hoe. If niggas just see you as a target that they can just pull up and pull out guns on, you have the right to bear arms. Why didn't you go get a CCW? Say that you fear for your life because you a moist little hoe, and then you would have had some firearm. Then the niggas wouldn't have been able to pull out a gun on you because you would have already got him. You got caught lacking, nigga. What are you whining for, nigga? Protect your neck at all times, you hoe ass nigga.
Pulled out on me 3 times.
Oh man, I get a death threat every day with one of you guys.
Guess all 3 people who did it.
Who?
Niggas.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, there's a lot of violence.
I live in LA.
community.
I've been banged on a few times.
Well,
It's
you know,
always
it's
been
good you said
niggas.
that. It's good you said that. You know, at least I know I'm not crazy. But what's wrong with that?
So what does this have to do with the fight? He said he's lived in LA. He's been banged on. It's always been niggas. Okay, you're not fighting any LA gangbangers. It's crazy though, right? He wants to fight this white supremacist who hate niggas, and he's going, hey, white supremacists, I know you hate niggas, but I hate niggas too. But he didn't step to none of those niggas that he hated. Them niggas that he hated, they marked this nigga out like the moist little hoe that he is. And here he is whining to a white supremacist who hates his gut, hates niggas' guts. And he's like, yeah, but I hate those niggas too. Now let's fight. You can't make this shit up, bro.
It's done wonders for me. But, you know, just for a peace offering, I brought you something. I brought you food.
Okay.
Would you bring him?
For peace.
Oh my God.
For me and you know what I mean? I think this would be, I know a lot of guys, you know, that are in you guys don't.
So you got Blueface goofy ass up there laughing, right? This nigga's supposed to be gangster. So if Blueface listened to this stream, nigga, where you at? I'll pull up on me, nigga, pull up on me. And like I said, hey, you pull up on me, I fear for my life because you're a thuggish figure. And that's why I had to dome tap you, right? I fear for my life and bodily harm. You know what I mean? That's why I had to one up top you, right? You got this nigga who's supposed to be a gangster, a thug, flashing his jewelry. What does that jewelry mean when you're sitting next to a white supremacy who hates niggas? And Blueface considers himself a nigga, and he's up there looking like a fucking dork. And this is why I said street niggas are the new nerds. Why would you want to be street if you're going to be getting marked out by niggas in suits or by wiggers or white supremacists in suits? The dude is supposed to fight a white supremacist. The same white supremacist that's telling him he hates nigga and he's bringing fried chicken and watermelon to ridicule him. He's in his face saying, I don't like you niggas. Here's some fried chicken and watermelon to ridicule you. And the only dude's response is, I hate niggas too. Guess who put a gun in my face? It was niggas. Nigga, shut your hoe ass up, nigga. Like I said, you can't build with niggas like this. These ain't the type of niggas that you would want around your daughter. These ain't the type of niggas that you would hire working at your company. These are buck broken buffoons. They pull the pants down and they just voluntarily spread cheeks. They're not just butt kissers. They crack lickers. You know what I say. They spread the cheeks, lick up and down and all around. How pathetic could you be? And he got all these gangster niggas allegedly around laughing and giggling like some little schoolgirls, some ticklish schoolgirls. Bunch of hoe moist ass niggas, man.
For me, you know what I mean? I think this would be, I know a lot of guys, you know, that are in your, you guys don't really like me. So I wanted to bring this to show you that I want to be standing in solidarity with the community. Right?
All right.
Hell no, you ain't good. I need that
So,
next.
so let me tell you something, brother. Do I got the floor with the chicken? Okay. I have a brother.
I did forget the watermelon. I forgot the watermelon in the cart.
That's whack. That's look. I have a brother.
Wait, whack. Why are you saying where's the watermelon?
He gave me permission to do it.
Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He told me to do it.
Whack 100, another fat, goofy gangster nigga with a BBL. This nigga's walking around with a BBL and some hips. The nigga looked like he went to go see Dr. Miami, talking about how gangster he is. And these are the niggas that you're supposed to look up to. Like if I really wanted to, you know, I was a young nigga coming up and want to be a street nigga, why the fuck would you look up to these niggas, right? These niggas have been on the yard with killers, dealers, and stillers. Then they get around some fucking dweebs and they bow down to them as if they're saviors. And you're supposed to look up to these niggas. Those niggas is killers. Them niggas ain't gonna kill me. Them niggas won't kill anything. They've killed their brain cells by being buck broken bozos and minions for bigots.
He said it's all right.
Oh, it's streaming. It's not real life. Oh, okay. My bad. I mean to cut you off, super hot. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. He acts racist, but he's not. My father has 2 kids the same age, me and my brother, and we're not twins. He had 2 women pregnant at the same time. So my mother hates my father. So
what is your relationship like with your
My
father?
mother hates my dad, so I was born in the hate of niggas.
Is your relationship like
you
with dad
just start
very
hating
good?
niggas. As a baby, it was nigga hate around me. It's what
So now he's going on into this diatribe again about how much he hates niggas. But his whole persona is built off of him being a nigga, right? And this mentality is very pervasive amongst celebrities, athletes, and coons because they think that this is a way to ingratiate themselves. Many of them worship non-black cooch, whether it be Spicy Latina, Snow Bunny, or Snow Dragon cooch. They worship the cooch. And it's fine if you like to, you know, you have a preference or you like to dabble with other races and ethnicities. But once you show that you have a complete disdain for the women in your racial and ethnic group and you're willing to worship the feet and be willing to drink the bath water and eat period coochie from these other groups of women, they don't see you as a masculine man. They see you as an effeminate, docile figure who, yeah, they may allow to impregnate, but they know that they can control you, right? And this dude is over here. Mind you, this is supposed to be a face-off where they're going back at each other and saying, look, yeah, hey, you think I'm gonna whoop you? man, let's see when we get in the ring. Instead, he's going through with his traumatic childhood, said that he always grew up hating niggas. Okay, fine. If you hate niggas so much, nigga, why did you get marked out? This nigga got robbed and slapped up like a little bitch 3 times. This is what he said. He's in LA and niggas was banging on him. I've been in LA multiple times. Niggas wasn't banging on me, bro. I'm not the biggest, tallest, toughest, buffest, baddest dude, but I am a real one and I stand on business. If you real, the real recognize real. Where I roam is my home. The earth is my turf. I've been in some of the most notorious hoods and niggas is like, bro, why are you even over there? Because I'm good over there. Multiple times I'm out there with my weaponry. I'm out there with my jewelry and all sorts of artillery. Not because I'm the biggest, baddest dude, because I'm a reputable figure wherever I go. Do y'all think goofy clown moist niggas like this can go and get the same respect? Clearly he can't. He's telling you that he was getting slapped up like the little bitch that he is. Okay, fine, my nigga. I didn't wish that on you. I wish they didn't bully you so that you wouldn't have this level of self-hatred and low self-esteem. But it happened. Get over it, bro. Toughen up. So here he is. He wants to fight this bigoted white dude, but all he could talk about is how much he hates niggas. All right, we get it, bro. Do you have anything else profound to say? Let's see what else he has to say.
Born in a hating niggas.
Is your relationship like with that very good?
Hating niggas. As a baby, you was nigga hate around me. It's what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, so you've been hating for, you're like seniority into it.
You're not racist.
Right,
Nigga,
you've got more time in.
Listen. You gave me a compliment yesterday, right?
Yeah.
I would never give a nigga a compliment. You don't even hate niggas as much as me, bro. Trust me, I can't stand niggas. I can't stand them.
I think the difference between me and you is that you guys don't seem to have a lot of, moral fabric. I still have some of mine. I think that's the issue.
Yeah. That's your people. Before I even get started on this gentleman right here, Adam, you know what? I'm not even going to get started on it because it's not no point. All right? It's not no point. Let me tell you what boxing is. Boxing, you guys are so non-talented. You guys are so scary. You guys are so chicken shit. You guys are such ankle touchers and buttermilk biscuiters that truthfully, you guys cannot generate interest in a fight without some theatrics of some sort. But now boxing is resulting to what basically it always has resulted to.
And that's true. When you look at a lot of the top fights, there's always some kind of racist element behind it. Teofimo Lopez was calling black people niggers and saying, with the black fighters, it all depends on which monkey wants to get the banana. Ryan Garcia was talking about how he hates Muslims and he hates all niggers. And he said that he wish he can bring George Floyd back to life so he can get killed again. This is what Ryan Garcia said, right? If any black fighter had said that about any fighter, Asian, otherwise, his career will be over. Ryan Garcia is not over. They're acting like he's just like the best golden boy. So many of these celebrities, many of these athletes, because the establishment is run by bigots and they buck break them right before they come in the door, many of them are willing to just kind of kowtow and do whatever it takes to ingratiate themselves with bigots in the name of, hey, man, I'm just trying to get the bag. You're trying to get the bag at what expense, right? Where is your integrity, right? They say all you have is your balls and your word, but your word don't mean anything and you don't have no balls because many of them are scared to fight. They're scared to fight in the ring and they're scared to fight for their community. If you won't fight for your community, I know, you're not really someone that can be a proper representative of the community. You're an individual and that's fine. Just make sure when you're speaking that you make it clear that you're speaking for as an individual and not the collective. But many of these times, these bigots will give, or these bozos and buck broken bastards is what I'll call them, will give the bigots a pass and say, hey, I'm black and I gave this person a pass. But the collective of black people don't even rock with you. So nigga, who are you to give anyone a pass? So the coonery and buffoonery is at an all-time high. And unfortunately, many believe that their only way to succeed in life, especially as a black American or a black person in general, is to sell out your community, which is why many of these people come from countries and cultures that are used to selling each other out. And many of these institutions, they're good at choosing not only someone who's talented, but someone who's talented and willing to play ball. If it's a matter of someone who's talented and someone who talks back, or someone who's less talented but is more subservient, they're going to go with the least talented, more subservient person because it's less of a headache. So it's unfortunate the times that we've come to, because it's just a state of cowardice right now, and it's almost insufferable, right? Now, I played some of that video. I do actually kind of got to get up out of here. So what I'm going to do is hit y'all with a series of short videos, and then I will get ready to shut her down. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world. Y'all chose to be here with me, at least momentarily. And for that, I thank you. Hopefully y'all stick around to the end of the video. And if you haven't liked the video, right now is an appropriate time to like the video. And Eureka said, thanks for everything. No, thanks. You have been a engaging person in the chat, and you have dropped some gems in the chat. And you said, you're a good guy, man. We are at war. We definitely are at war. We're in a race war. People keep talking about a civil war because they're trying to incite a civil war, but we're in a race war, and we always have been. I wish that it wasn't like that. I wish we could all come together, sing Kumbaya, roast marshmallows over a campfire while telling each other scary stories. I wish that was the reality, but it's not. Groups don't have allies, they have interests. So these groups are not coming to collaborate with us, they're coming to compete and conquer us, right? So while we're trying to collaborate with other people, those same people are saying, nah, bro, we're trying to conquer you. So we are at war, an economic war, a cultural war, a spiritual war. And they are trying to egg us on so that it manifests into a physical war. But we are fighting a war on multiple fronts. So people need to realize not everything is all flip-flops and sandals, peaches and cream. You need to wake up. You need to man up. You need to adult up. Make your mind more formidable, make your body more formidable, your spirit more formidable. And you will be able to do that if you like, share, and subscribe to this channel, because we will be growing on this journey. I'm here to teach, but I'm also here to learn. I'm like a sponge. You can learn from a baby. So as much as I'm bestowing and conveying knowledge and game, I'm soaking it up from y'all too. So I appreciate y'all. And like I said, hit the like button if you haven't by now. I gotta hit you. Time for a like intermission. We kindly request that you show love to the channel's creator and platform by leaving a like, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest content. Liking posts is completely free and helps the algorithm boost our reach. We want to grow the community larger and larger. So thank you all who take the time to support us. It does mean the world to us and doesn't go unnoticed. Okay, so right now, this is where I wind it down. I will hit y'all with a series of videos. Please stick around to the end, and we will shut her down. But before, I gotta hit you. Yeah. Hey! B-Eazy Dat Dude, yeah. Shit so high.
hot, it's burning up. Just go ahead and turn this up. I bring the pain like an aftermath of a car wreck. There's a lot of niggas that say they real, but to me that shit is far-fetched. Them cats is pussy, they really is on some feminine stuff. I ride up on them with the 40 ounce. It's the definition of adrenaline rush. What it do is it's sweet like cinnamon puffer. My niggas is rough like Willow Pass. Grew up out on Mary Mac, but I used to hang on Willow Pass. These verbs that I roll with, outcasts and misfits. Better zip lips when you get hit. When the fifth spit, flat line in your pit. Trap habits is black magic, no voodoo. Get the bands like Buku for the cocaine, they go cuckoo. Most these niggas is foo-foo, so I'm shitting on them like doo-doo. I can't fuck with y'all like tofu, I'm just saying, man, like Goku. Bad bitches at the house with me watching Netflix or Roku. Fuck them both at the same time, and I swear to God it was so cool. Street legend, real boss, I call shots cause it's still saucy. I know some G's to the bike crack on Chirac and then fly back out the mill. When they hear me flow, they say I be burning up, burning up. Cookie to the draw is what we burning up, burning up. What you ain't know, oh, we burning up, burning up. This shit so hot, it's burning up. Just go ahead and turn this up. When you hear me flow, say I be burning up, burning up. Cookie to the draw is what we burning up, burning up. What you ain't know, oh, we burning up, burning up. This shit so hot, it's burning up. Just go ahead and turn this up.
B-Eazy that dude. B-Eazy that dude. Yeah, they know the name. Stacking up the paper, but having money ain't a thing. Standing on business, burning hotter than a flame. From the block to the boardroom, you gotta stand the rain. B-Eazy that dude. Yeah, they know the name. Stacking up the paper, but having money ain't a thing. Standing on business, burning hotter than a flame. From the block to the boardroom, you gotta stand the rain. B-Eazy that dude, yeah, they know the name. B-Eazy that dude.
Oh, you ain't know? That's just B-Eazy, A-A, B-Eazy that dude. B-Eazy, he is that dude. Ooh, B-Eazy that dude, ayy.
Ooh, Be-Eazy. He's styling and profiling, fresher than a mannequin.
Hey, yo, who's that? Mama, there go that man again.
He the one who get the block booming and make the trap move. I'm still trying to figure out who is that dude.
Oh, you ain't know?
That's just Be-Eazy, ayy, Be-Eazy that dude. Be-Eazy, he is that dude, so you gotta let him cook. He be going dumb off the hook, got all them haters shook. He a king, you a rook, so don't ever start tripping, get it twisted or mistook. You ain't know. You feel me? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Be-Eazy that dude, yeah. Be-Eazy. Be-Eazy, Be-Eazy, he is that dude. It's plain and obvious. A certified professional, ain't never been a hobbyist. He is one of the nicest, realest, coldest, and dopest, so you should take notice. Woo! That dude, Be-Eazy, that dude, that dude, Be-Eazy, that dude. Show love and support to Be-Eazy, that dude.
Be-Eazy, Be-Eazy.
Be-Eazy, Be-Eazy, he is that dude. Ooh, he is that dude. That dude, Be-Eazy, he is the one that you can call so he can get the job done. He about to reign supreme if you thought his run would soon end. He just getting started though, so go ahead and tune in. Be-Eazy, Be-Eazy, he is that dude. Ooh, 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 he is that dude.
You love me. You really love me. Una problema.
Yeah.